All right, I saw this little meme come across my social media feed talking about how ridiculously expensive grocery prices are. And it's true. I mean, everything's up. I mean, from toilet paper to paper towels to beef to eggs to dairy products to fruits, vegetables, you name it. Everything is more expensive. And, some of us hope that, well, maybe we can bring those prices back down by perhaps making energy costs more, cheaper and so on and so on. Maybe that'll happen, maybe it won't. But nonetheless, I want to put this sort of bit of information out in front of you guys. Plant-based diets are basically kind of a waste of money in many ways. You think about what do you mean by that? Well, first of all, we have to realize that even though sometimes a steak or ground beef may cost more than, say, a bunch of beans and rice or something like that, that's true. However, when we look at the actual nutrition that is actually absorbed and utilized from those foods, we know that when you go on a fiber-rich, plant-heavy diet, you're just going to poop a hell of a lot more. And guess what's in that waste? Yes, most of that fiber, but again, much of the nutrition also goes with it. So basically, in essence, you are flushing much of that nutrition down the toilet. You might as well just take money and flush it down the drain because that nutrition is not being absorbed by you. There's a number of studies that have shown that these types of diets, the nutrition is not absorbed as readily. And in fact, in many cases, significantly less so. So that, in fact, you're actually wasting your money. All those organic fruits and vegetables, if they don't rot in your fridge, we're going to end up throwing them out. You end up crapping it all down the toilet. And this is why people that go on a high fiber diets poop like 6 times as much volume because that food is just simply not being absorbed. And anybody that tells you like this another one that shows that vegans can't mean very well. This is their little thing about, we're going to show you that vegan diets make you have less heart disease or less cancer. Well, the fact of the matter is, and there's not a lot of data on this because there's not that many vegans that actually do it their whole life. There's such a small amount, but the ones that do, what do they die of most commonly? Well, the most common causes of death among vegans is, guess what? Heart disease and cancer. Same thing everybody else dies of. So, you may go on this plant-based diet thinking you're going to live longer or have a better, healthier life. And the only reason that might be true is if you give up junk food and lose some weight. But the reality is it's not a very efficient way to get nutrition. Now, if you go on a meat-based diet, you're going to absorb the vast majority of that nutrition is going in your body. It's nourishing your body. It's giving you what you need. And most people will say, this is another interesting thing most don't realize, that when you go on a meat-based diet, you just overall end up eating a lot less. You end up, in many cases, spending a lot less money, particularly if you're not eating high-end steaks. If you're just eating ground beef and eggs and something like that, you're going to end up saving money. You're not going to waste as much food. The food is going to actually nourish your body, not end up in the toilet. So stop feeding your toilet. Feed your own body. Save some money. Eat more meat. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.